FXBros.
Yes, sir. Are we on there? Yes, we are. Okay. Let's see. Here on Sundays, June 15th, middle of the month. Coming up on this is the end of the second quarter. April, May, June, yeah. Coming up on the end of the second quarter, so we about to get into the end of the first half of the year. So we definitely take a look at the higher time frames, but starting off the week, we opened up right here on Sunday. This gap created down here. Hourly. Yep. Gap right there. We're still kind of playing around that area in that price. We're going to reconfigure these highs and lows for the previous week. Take this off. We're just pretty much ranging right now. Let's go to the weekly. And we also can see how we didn't really get a huge sell-off just yet. We didn't get a huge sell-off just yet to be bearish. To suggest that, dollar is going to continue bullish if that was just a pullback. Just right here, but it's not looking like that. So, especially with the potential of what can repeat within the same year of the first year of Trump presidency. The dollar sold off, I think, about 14%. So we're looking for that same type of move, and so far we are in a trajectory. I don't know. It could be a potential of a range throughout the summer months, and then maybe a continuation towards the end of the third quarter. So we'll see what that looks like. But I'm looking forward to drop down to this level down here. $90. Alright. Let's get these previous weekly ranges. We got a small indecision week. Swept highs, then sweep lows. The strong structure would be down here, 63.85, 63.75, and all the way down here to even 63.60. So that's a 30 pip range. It's like to support the next level of any type of liquidity being swept. As you can see, I got the money bags right here. I show liquidity. Yeah, we would definitely need to take out the previous weekly low, and we're gonna mark that up for us to have a potential reaching this area. We go with an indecision like that, sweeping the highs. It is a high potential. We just see how sales kind of set up and create higher low and lower low scenarios. There's bearish structure being created and also broken. That'll be enough indication for us to look to get into sell positions and maybe trade that range at a larger scale. But nonetheless, let's see what we got for the week. Take the field. Get that 50% range. Now we can go back to all of that. See what we're looking at. Like I said, we started here on Sunday. Gap down. Right here. Gap down. Kind of arranging in that area, but from the looks of it, being that we swept this low here, it could be a high potential that if we could trade up, sweep above the 50% level, probably come up in here. And find some reversals up in there and sell at the sweep this low. I think the highs have been done enough. But I think they're going to manipulate people probably into sales. There's a potential this move has already done so, especially after coming from here, gapping down. Rejection looks up here, reversal, indecision, continuation. It's early in the hour. We already, so people probably entering sales, and we might reverse up here to catch a better position up here, 65.05 to 65.10. Could be the next pullback. That range. What's up, man?
What's going on, brother? Do you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
What you got going on?
Nothing much, man. Chilling. Just kind of washed up, eating some noodles right quick. Give me something warm, maybe to try and like give me some nice digestion. Get ready for this week, but yeah, kicking back.
Yeah, kind of looking at taking a look at the higher time frames.
Yeah.
Knowing that we're approaching the end of the first half of the year.
It's crazy to say that already.
Right. So, and so far, we're still staying true is that we swept the market first week of April. Swept all that support that was created in December and January. And we've been trading up, but it's not been a strong push higher. I mean, as you can see in the size of the candles, even on the weekly. Stretch it out a little bit, but it's still weak candles, some indecisive, some dojis, and
Yeah, that's true.
all kind of different shit, but it's not like what the first week of April did and kind of a few weeks following, but I know it's a potential, it's a high potential for sales if the market wants to move that way, especially with being, this nice run it did. But it has a lot of bearish structure that it has to fight through to really show itself for sales. I mean, well over, I don't know how many hundred pips, probably 50. But nonetheless, there's a lot of bearish structure that it has to break through. I mean,
yeah, and if you're looking bullish, it has bearish structure to like grab more liquidity to make that real bullish move. So yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah, is that sell-off going to be that if we do get it?
That's what I'm kind of leaning on.
The 4 hours looking like it, especially with all this ranging that was doing like the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of betting on. It should come some nice quick sales maybe for the beginning of the week or for the entire week, and then you might get a nice turnaround.
Right. Let's see that. Yeah. Show got to break to like 64.20 at the bare minimum. They break through that, then we might be talking. That may be a good indication that we're ready to go. So looking at the daily. Of course, on a smaller time frame, you can probably find other scenarios that'll get you quicker. I don't know where it's at. 64, 64.70. Let's say you 50 pips right there. $64.60, $64.70. That'll be something to watch. Take a look at the news and see if we're gonna have anything that's gonna help us get us in that movement, get that extra volume. Nothing on Sunday. We got New York Empire State Manufacturing Index coming out at 7:30 on Monday morning. Retail sales, that should be pretty good. The volume, 7:30 on Tuesday morning. Negative consensus everywhere, especially month over month. Like it's going to be down. Probably use the complete opposite after summertime. So, yeah. Expectations were met and beat. Wednesday, housing starts, building permits, continuous jobless claims on Wednesday, initial jobless claims, Fed interest rate, FOMC, Fed press conference, all on Wednesday, not Thursday. Thursday must be something. We got interest rate for GBP, inflation rate for JPY, but no news for USD. I wonder what's going down on Thursday. Friday, June 20th. Yeah, unemployment rate for AUD that night too. Oh yeah, Wednesday about to go crazy. But I wonder what Thursday means, that they pushed it up, because that's usually on Thursday.
I don't know, but yeah, we got some. It'll be an active week. It's gonna be really active.
All that on Wednesday. Yeah, got CPI. Yeah, boring. So yeah, Wednesday about to go down.
For all markets.
No, facts. Inflation rate, GDP at 1 o'clock in the morning. Like it's gonna pop out right when 12 o'clock is. And it's going the whole day, all the way until 8:30. Crazy. So with that being said, if possible, look for a nice setup on Monday or Tuesday that, the market may be setting up for. So you might see a big expansive move early in the week, and you might think that's the move, but it was just creating that move to grab that liquidity so it can push from the volume it's about to get on, Wednesday, and probably in continuation for next week. I don't know what's going on Thursday, but they didn't move that over there for no reason.
Right.
That's usually on Thursday, that news that comes out. Let's see right quick. I don't think I know what it is. Oh, I figured that's what it was. That's Juneteenth.
Oh, big facts.
So yeah, federal holiday, everything closed. That's what it was.
I get it. They be having some people that be, really treating it as far as like taking off for the day and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's what's up. Let's take a look at from the daily perspective. Let's take a look at the dollar. Selling off still. Had a nice pullback towards the end of April, 1st of May. Just pulling back to a nice little structure. Filling in the range and further continuation of that bearish move. Taking out the low it previously created. And if we don't get back to $100, it should be good to go for sales on the dollar. Will further create a potential bullish move on AUD and EU. Nothing crazy going on over there. S&P, a nice little pullback, potential buys. Maybe if you caught pullbacks on a lower time frame. Stock market doesn't look like it's doing nothing too bearish right now from my point of view. I ain't looking at the whole market per se. Now then you get US 30 with this crazy sell-off on Friday. I know that's different. That's top 30 out of versus S&P 500, which is 500 companies. So it's going to have a different reaction to news and vice versa. Different companies can hold up certain sectors in that 500. US 30 kind of looking at a good microscopic view of the top 30 companies in the US. So we can see what the biggest gainers, the largest companies are doing. We got NAS 100. So I think it's the top 100 companies excluding financials, I believe so. It's the NAS 100. I think that's how it goes. NAS 100 is kind of looking like the S&P. Not too crazy just yet, but we are near old highs that was created in February. S&P, same scenario. Highs created in February. We're approaching that level, so it's looking good. We had a nice run since the tariff pullback or sell-off in early April, 7th, 8th, 9th, around that time. So that was a good buy opportunity, the pullback everybody was waiting for. You heard me? Cash in. You heard me? German 30. Nice little consistent sell-off. Not too crazy. I would like to see what it does under 23.
Put the charts on.
Oh, damn. Appreciate it. But yeah, German 30, it would be nice to see what they do under 2320. If it's going to get Terry bearish, but it has a nice little range you can trade into all the way down to 20,000 if you want to. And it'll still be considered, potentially bullish if we can trade up from there, but it'll have to be something that's going to make it sell off. I think that was around the same time. Yeah, everything sold out. The tariff that affected the world, it shocked the world.
That is a fact.
It's in every market. Gold is on a stupid run. And after it left 32.50, 32.60, gold on a nice little run. Approaching that all-time high, 3,500, and creating a new one. And you see, when the top out at 3,500, that move came from down here. A structural pullback that came from here. We don't have too much of a structural pullback just yet, but if you see the launching point we got from here, high potential we can build a position past this 3,500 level, similar to what it did here, reaching the 3,100 level with ease.
Yeah, man, gold is just an amazing buy.
Yeah.
Always has been. Always will, bro.
Right.
Awesome.
Potential sales on AU. If we continue lower and break a lot of this bearish structure, but it's also in the range. If you look at the real key support down here is 63, I guess you can say 63.50, 63.60. We would have to definitely break that, and then we got this like crazy range to trade into if we want to take sales. Other than that, we might sweep below the previous weekly low, which is down here now at 64.56. We may not sweep it, but it'll trade down in that range, and then if we can build bullish structure from there, then we can catch some buys and trade into the that bullish continuation and utilize a bearish dollar if we continue with that move. Euro look way better than AUD.
Yeah.
Euro is looking like gold.
Yep.
Real talk.
Yeah, I'm still trying to play those buys, man.
Huh?
They're still trying to play those buys on the euro.
Yeah.
Or EU rather.
I mean, it did a lot last week on Thursday, creating that high, the new high of the year. So definitely got to pull it back. Just like how this is. This created a new high of the year when this did this in April. And then look at the pullback. So it's like where it's going to pull back to. I would say right here, kind of where I got this level at the lowest, and come down here. So 1.145 would be excellent buys for EU. And even better if you want to sweep this double bottom down here, it could come down to 1.135. So it could do a lot, but I think overall we got a bearish dollar and a bullish AU and a bullish EU. It's just all about catching the pullback. Like it didn't come up this far for nothing, Just like the dollar hadn't been falling for nothing. It's a reason. AJ still kind of in the range on a sweep in April. UJ basically following the dollar, selling off. Liquidity for sales. So you can catch part of the bearish move that the dollar gonna create. You can catch that by selling UJ. That's basically following the dollar. GJ kind of in the range. EJ pushing bullish strong. A lot of big moves on this daily range for EJ. So that's a good scalpers pair. Look like Bitcoin kind of in this minor range here from 110 to, I'll say 102, 110 to 102. I'm not sure what it's going to do from there. Like an $8,000 range. We all know it's poised to go higher, so that's what we're going to expect, but we don't know at the end of the day. Ethereum looked like it was trying to break out of that range last week. The trade rate back in. Looks like we maybe create some kind of support. Maybe a bullish push out of this, but it's too soon to tell. I got to let a few more weeks. See what kind of news they got coming out, if any, as far as crypto goes. XRP just chilling in the cut, ain't bothering nobody until something crazy happens. Let's see what it looks like for the monthly. Yeah. I do see the bullish potential, but I also see, depending on how the markets react to future economic news and any kind of crazy ass turmoil should go happen in the world, I do see a potential for a better price for XRP if something shakes up the market anywhere from $1.50 to $1 flat. Don't want that, I want it to just keep going up, of course, but we also need to know where are the potentials. And this previous month of April could have been that potential. This April or May, whatever that is. April could have been the pullback, you were waiting on. So like I said, we'll see what the current month, see what it does, because a lot of it's been kind of indecisive, even though it's been like more of a pinball. But still, we had this bearishness and still kind of closing in this tight range, and then this bullish push, and then closing right back in this tight range. So it'll be nice to see if we can at least break out of that on XRP. Like that on the weekly. NVIDIA looking like it's going for all-time highs again. Yes. I believe it will get there and smash NVIDIA. Lift, pulling back, potentially to this area. I guess a daily gap, yep. Going back to that gap for lift, so we might have a real good price to get it at $14 flat. Maybe even better at $13. good for Lyft. Uber, kind of like the same scenario. Maybe a good price to wait for $80 scenario. You know what I'm saying? See if we can catch that. Let's see. TSL been on a nice run since April. Unstoppable. They're going for a new all-time high too. Tesla still trying to figure it out. But they broke out of that first range. Nice pullback. So it continues higher, break over 340. I believe we got definitely a high chance to go $20 higher. Maybe break that main structure up at 370, 368, 370. Tesla will be running. Probably when I think they just dropped a new car, a new Model Y. And then they're about to do the robo taxi in what is that, LA, I think? San Francisco, somewhere. Maybe Austin. I don't know what the hell he's about to do that shit, but I know they're about to pop that off, I think, in a few months. So I don't know what that's going to look like. Like, who can use it, how much it costs. I don't know how that thing works. I need to figure it out. But yeah, man, other than that, we're going to wrap it up and come back on Tuesday. But just looking back at the news again, like I said, we do have news tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday it's going to be like 7:30. The market's probably going to go crazy. Like I said. And if, it could, but then again, like I said, we do have a 1 o'clock interest rate decision that's coming out at 1 on that same day. So we could be waiting for that, or whatever the case may be, but it's going to be a lot of pressure on Wednesday.
Yeah, we should have a bunch of opportunities for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, man, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna wrap this up. We'll come back on Tuesday, Wednesday, see what it looks like. I think Thursday gonna be like I said, bank holiday, so we'll just for sure do them 2 days. See what kind of opportunities we can get into.
Well, let's get it, man.
All right, brother. I'm gonna holler at you later.
All right, man.
All right, peace.